Hello everyone, this is my latest journal finish. I have made this as a gift for an exchange on my 100 Things challenge group on Facebook. The journal itself measures 8 by 7 and has a 2-inch spine and a hard cover, and the brown material on the cover is actually suede. I have attached a dangle on the side, and we have a stopwatch, some old coins on the chain, and a tassel attachment which I picked up in Spain on my latest travels. On the front I have got the word remember, and on the back I have got the initials of the lady who will receive the journal, who is called Kathleen. It's quite a fat journal, as you can see. The remit was that we had to it had to be at least, I think, 7 by 9, and it had to have 10 pages, 10 pages of A4 paper, which would make about make 40 pages in the journal, with 20 pieces of ephemera. I'll open the first page. The cover inside I've left blank because it's so beautiful, the suede, and if Kathleen wishes to do anything with that, you can. Just added some nice corners. The first thing you come across in this journal is a detachable small notebook, which I've embellished with a gold work motif, and each page, apart from the front page which has a banner and a journaling card, each page I've left blank. And each page has a top pocket which contains a tag and some hand-dyed coffee stained paper. So that's totally usable outside of the use of the journal, because I've left the soft side of the Velcro on there. The papers that I've used in the journal, this is Back to Nature by Artie Mays, Andrea Allen of Artie Mays. And I've also created some of my own from old music manuscripts. When I asked Kathleen what she would like for this journal, she said beige and brown, maybe some greens, teals, etc. Music, butterflies, and, as I say, beiges and browns and very antique looking. So this is my take on something I think she would like. This page I've used old music manuscript. We've got a large tag in this one, and I've used some of my sprays and what have you just to jazz that tag up and get it back in. There we go. And there's lots of butterflies. All the music paper I've used pertains to butterflies. This one's the butterfly song, and that's a butterfly fussy cut from the Back to Nature kit from Andrea Allen. A bit of stamping and stenciling. This little element, throughout the journal, I will give credit to different artists. And this one, I believe, I was inspired by G. Kerr to create, and it's a flip down concertina journaling space. So these butterflies are just ones that I've cut from the manuscript or from the Back to Nature kit. Over the page, we've just got a plain page for journaling on. I have used, as well as the Back to Nature, which is this page, I have also used Andrea Allen Artie Mays, her tea and coffee stained paper backgrounds collection as well. And this is one from there. You'll see several of them as we go through. I have used them for backing different, the tags and different elements throughout the kit, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I find them nicer for backing with the printables than my own coffee and tea dyed paper, because I don't get that ripply effect, the crunchy ripply effect. I mean, some people love that. Each pocket in the journal, each page in the journal rather, has a journaling card in a side pocket. I've got the dance of the butterflies on this one, and I've just created a belly band and popped in a couple of nice large tags. That one you can see I've had a good play with my sprays and mixed media bits and bobs. Just a couple of tags in there, nice bit of string on them. Over the page I've got a nice big lace pocket. And this paper I created from the paper on the background there. I created from some wallpaper backing paper, and I soaked it in dyes, in inks, and then I dried it and made quite a nice effect. And in here we've just got some stamped coffee dyed paper and a couple of tags from the with backgrounds on them from Arty Maze. Here we have a notebook which came in the kit, which I've made up and just sort of, you know, trimmed and embellished, and just made a little notebook with some of my paper in it, my coffee dyed paper. Lovely little butterfly. We've got the pocket from the Back to Nature kit, trimmed up again, and a couple of really nice journaling cards which I've embellished and made out of music paper. So we've got sort of the fusion of the music and the butterflies, and, you know, sort of the remitter had. Did quite a bit of stamping on this page as well. Oh, I love this page. This page was inspired by G. Kerr. I love watching G's videos, very inspirational. And these butterflies, these little appliques, you can make them three-dimensional if you've got time when you're using your journal. Little tuck spot on this page with some crochet, little crochet, and this is a card from Back to Nature, embellished up with some music paper with the word butterfly, and backed with Andrea's coffee and tea dyed paper with a little bit of spray from me. This embellishment is G. Kerr. I took total inspiration from one of her tutorials. Little tag in the front pocket, and then a little Velcro closure, and that opens, and a tuck with some tags, another pocket with some tags, a little banner with a tiny little note tag, and it opens up again. I hope this fits in, it does, and it opens up again. And we have more internal tags and places to write secret messages, and just basically a beautiful element to have in any journal. Over the page, this is actually an envelope from the kit, which I have stuck on a Velcro so it's removable. And in this one we've got a selection of ephemera, and in this little one at the front, just a little journaling card in there, so that can be used independently of the journal as well. This element I'm going to give credit to Carol Tinson of the Crafty Emporium. One of the first ever tutorials I looked into when I started journaling was Carol Tinson's 30-day challenge, and this is an element from the 30-day challenge. It's a concertina envelope using little money wallets, and in each one I've put a little envelope. That's two in that one, with a little journaling card in. You could tuck all sorts of little things in there, receipts and all sorts. As I say, each page has got a journaling card in the side. Oh, I really enjoyed making this one. I got this trim in the haberdashery in Spain, where I got the tassel from as well. There's some absolutely fabulous haberdasheries in Spain. Just a pocket with a selection of cards and tags. Absolutely beautiful teals and greens and everything in the colours of the Back to Nature. This one I've made just a little paper clip attachment, and I've created a sheet of vellum and some handmade paper, and then just some journaling pages. And I've just used this little clip that I created just to hold those together. And you might notice some little sparkles as I've been going through. I am quite addicted to my Spectrum Noir sparkle pens. So a lot of the butterflies, these two were fussy cut from the Back to Nature kit, the Arty Maze kit. And I just put a little dimensional in the middle just to give it a little bit extra oomph. Centre of the signature I've left completely blank, so if Kathleen would like a couple of pages to embellish herself, she can do so. This page, I'm giving credit for both side embellishments to Carol Tinson and Crafty Emporium on her 30-day challenge. Videos from YouTube. We've got a tag in the pocket here, his master's voice. Sorry, not his master's voice, Music Masterpiece. And edited by Percy Pitt. I wonder if this is Percy. I really don't know. Anyhow, that's the tag in there, and this corner flips open and we've got a couple of journaling pages here, and I've taken, if this is Percy's face, and put it on this this charm here. I thought it looked quite bizarre, which is quite me, and that one's quite heavy, so that holds this page down quite well. And underneath we've got a waterfall type page with lots of space to embellish, or I could see some photographs being mounted on the top of here, you know, whatever. These back pages, these are Andrea Allen Artie Mays. These are her tea and coffee stain backgrounds kit. Just gives a nice smooth finish printing, I think, rather than my own copy and tea dyed papers. Again, the elements are Crafty Emporium inspired, Carol Tinson on YouTube. Over the page we've got a lovely teal green Back to Nature page with the butterfly song on the background. This is an envelope from the kit which opens out, and in here I've just put some pieces of little journaling card and you know, tea dyed paper. I have sewn around a lot of this journal. I do enjoy sewing elements and papers. It just gives a nice little finish. And on this side I've done the large triangular pocket, and we've got a little note card and a couple of little tags popped in there. These are some antique buttons that I found in my button box, so I thought they would look excellent because we did want a really an old antique look to it. On here is another Crafty Emporium inspired element. These are altered envelopes which I've held together with some teal seam binding, and all of this is the Back to Nature Artie Mays kit. I used 4 envelopes to create this element, and I covered them in music paper, and then added in each one a journaling card with some of my my fun with a spray. And under here we've got a little belly band just with some paper tucked over, and that just folds up as so. See how bad I am at tying a bow. There we go. And I just took a tag in the middle there. This is the center of the second signature, and in here I've just taken a couple of the really large tags and created pockets. Just created large pockets, and in there I've popped some hand dyed paper, some tea dyed paper. This is one of Andrea's backgrounds that I printed onto normal paper, just copy of paper, and then I did some alcohol distress on the paper and just a tag and some other little pieces of paper. You could tuck anything in there really, couldn't you? And the same on this side, just embellished with some buttons and some double layering of trims, all machine sewn. And this is quite a sweet page. I used the banners from the kit, but I printed them onto some paper I had already printed a pattern on, and then I cut them out in reverse. So I've got the back side rather than the front. Just tucked a tag under and just embellished the corner of this one with some of the fussy cutty butterflies that you get in the Back to Nature kit. I really love this page. It's possibly one of my favourites. I've created a pocket with some hand-dyed paper, and this is His Master's Voice, and it's about the gramophone and the you know, the palace of great art and music and arts. This pocket that I've created, I have actually created it so it can be opened, and on the back can be a secret journaling spot. I just trimmed it up with some lace. I absolutely love this picture from, you know, everyone that's in it. I mean, we've got Shakespearean characters, great thinkers, gladiators. Looks like an Arab style chappie, maybe a princess in the background. We've got sort of yeah, some great characters in there from the gramophone days. So we'll close that one. One of my crocheted embellishments on the top, which are always nice to add. And just created a belly band. Now let's move the greeny colour, and one of the fussy cut butterflies on there, just with some coffee dyed papers to journal on under there, and a nice lace trim on the belly band. This page was great fun. I have to give full credit to J. Kerr for this page. I've used some very antique fabric and lace for this one. This is just a pocket with 3 tags, with butterfly and antiqued and very oldie worldy, backed with the Artie Mays tea and coffee dyed papers. I'll pop those back in. And on this side, this is why this is dedicated to J. Kerr. I do like watching J's videos. She's got a lovely YouTube channel full of inspiration. This is a fold out pocket, and in here I've popped a couple of more tags and embellished with some beautiful old-fashioned lace, and just going to do a stitch line down the middle to keep those in place. I think that's a lovely element. And again, some more of the, you know, the music paper that I took and created into the right size to use in the journal. Back page is blank, so Kathleen can journal on there should she wish. A little bit of hardware in the corners just to, you know, give them a little bit more longevity. But as I say, this is hard backed. And there we are. My interpretation of music meets butterfly meets vintage in beiges, browns and some greens. And I do hope Kathleen will enjoy using this. I do take commissions for journals, so if you are watching this and you would like me to make you a journal, please feel free to get in touch. And thank you for watching.